Right, you'll have to excuse the massive amount of headroom here. Actually, hold on, let me see. There we go. How about that? That works better. I'll be doing my my little vlog here from the rugby fields at Rhodes, Rhodes Park, and keeping it pretty brief. The fucking cat ran away last night. I couldn't talk about it. The wife was upstairs watching her stories, and yeah, we watched a movie. We watched Civil War. Was sat there doing nothing for a bit, and it was bedtime, and we started going up, and we were like, where's the cat? And I hadn't seen him, and I'd opened the door to let some air in, not thinking that he would have just gone straight out, because normally he'll go sit, he'll go normally sit by it and chill for a bit. And anyway, we looked everywhere in the house and he was gone. So we spent pretty much the next 2 hours walking around trying to find his happy ass. Angie couldn't get to sleep. I suggested she stay downstairs and just I told her he'll probably be back to eat. So we'll crack the door and let him come in the door. And he just put some food out on the inside of the thing. But anyway, she came in and woke me up at about 1 a.m. was like, I can't sleep down there. It's too noisy and I'm too stressed. So I went down and slept in the living room with the door open, which was actually not that bad. It reminded me of camping a little bit. But anyway, I woke up at 3 o'clock and the little prick had come in and started eating. Just like I said he would, he'd be back for food. So all problems solved, but we were very upset. Or at least Angie was very upset anyway. I was more upset than not upset, but also I had a feeling he'd be back for food. He's a routine old cat and he needs that. So anyway, like I said, I'm at Rhodes Park right now. Gonna be refereeing a game. We've got the Mexicans showed up with a big ass stereo and they're pounding the boombox. I guess they got soccer behind us, so it's going to be a clash of the titans in terms of noise here. I tend to find girls' games there's a fair amount of noise that goes on. So fingers crossed we get some more people down here and we can overwhelm them with force. But yeah, it's definitely soccer going on behind us, kids soccer, and it's going to be loud and techno-y, which is obnoxious, but unfortunately that's how things are. Anyway, hopefully mate's going to come out and watch the game. He's never watched rugby before, so it'll be good to have someone out here who can sort of watch from not knowing what's going on and maybe get a laugh out of a game. Been thinking a little bit about the birthday trip and whether or not I want to break my streak. I had a dream last night that I did the mushrooms and then had a streak break and smoked up, and I didn't feel very good after it. I felt disappointed in myself in a lot of ways, and I'm having that decision process go on now as to whether, because I like at the end of a mushroom trip it's actually quite nice to have a joint or something to like. What is this asshole doing? It's nice to have a joint or something like that to just sort of bring you out of the end of it, the rinsed feeling that you get from the end of a mushroom trip. And yeah, but I don't want to relapse, and I feel like the longer I go, the more it is. And you know, I'm one of the people who thinks like you can do it and it's not necessarily a relapse unless you go back to habitual use. But at the same time, I know that I've set myself some pretty weak excuses in the past for getting back once or twice and then finding a way to use that to just slide straight into more bad behavior. And I don't want to make that same mistake today. I don't want to have to deal with that. So yeah, or not today, rather on my birthday. So we'll see. I am considering, however, playing video games that day. I think it might be fun to have a friend, like some couch co-op. While I'm hanging out on my birthday. I think that might be an appropriate relapse, but we'll see, because I haven't made it 90 days, so I think my main priority is to have the trip, sit outside, watch the sun, and watch the plants and the world go by for a day, and then finish up with a nice grill out, some beers, and some cake. I think that's the way to go. All right. Well, anyway, there's more and more cars showing up now. Looks like most of them aren't here for rugby. But I guess we'll find out. And yeah, wish me luck on the game. Ka kite.